Hey there, grade sevens. So this is lesson 7.4, and we're talking about application of averages. So when we're talking about that, we're talking about all mean, median, and mode, and we're actually talking about how you would apply them, when you would use one over another, which one would be the most appropriate. So I have a couple examples here. The first one, this is actually, so where I am in Red Deer, Alberta, this is the average temperature for the week. So this is today. Today is a not too nice of a day. It's 9 degrees. That's the high. So these are the highs for every single day. So then we also, tomorrow's supposed to be 16, then 17, 19, 20, 22, and 19. So what I'm actually going to try to figure out is which one is the best representation. So I'm going to say, what is the mean? The mean, in this case, if I add them all together, I'm going to get 122 divided by the 7 days, and that gives me 17.4 degrees. All right. My median in this situation, so my middle number, so I start crossing them off. I've got this one gone, this one gone. My median is 19. And then I look at my mode and it's also 19. So which one's a best representation of what we're going to be experiencing for weather? Well, that's kind of the question that we're dealing with. In this case, we kind of have an outlier. So most of the temperature is actually pretty close to each other. And then we also have 9 degrees, and that one doesn't seem to fit with what the rest of the week is going to look like. So in this situation, if I was to remove the outlier, I feel like I would get closer to my median and my mode. So I would say that either of those two would actually be a better representation of the data. And that would give me a better idea of what the temperature is going to be like for this week. All right. So I would say in this case, median and mode would be my best indication. I don't think that mean is the best indication of what the average or what the week is going to look like because of the outlier in that situation. Now, if I flip this over, so here I went down the street and I asked some kids what their weekly allowance is. So how much they get from their parents every single week as kind of for doing chores and stuff like that. And these were the results that I got. So I had 2 kids that got $10, one that got 11, one got 13, and one got $15 every single week. And that kind of becomes their spending budget. So the mean in this situation, if I add them all together, I get 60. I divide it by the 5 kids that I asked, and I get $12. Okay. If I look at the median, well, I'll do the mode first. The mode in this case would be 10. If I look at the median, I'd get rid of 10, and then my median would be 11. So what would be the best indication in this situation of the best average? Well, I would use my mean. My mean in this situation would probably be the best indication of what the average child gets. I don't have any outliers. I do have a couple situations where there's a number that's pretty low a couple times, and that is going to impact my median and my mode because I kind of have a small set of data. So my mean in this situation would be the best indication. Okay, so what I want you to do as a challenge is try to gather some data. So it could be on absolutely anything. It could be how many fruit everyone in your family eats or how many servings of vegetables. It could be shoe size of people that you could ask in the class, so you can be messaging them. And I want you to put that data together, and I want you to come up with what you think might be the best representation. And then you're actually going to submit that with your homework. So with your Math Makes Sense. And I'll actually make it a question in the Google form. What was the result from the video question? So hopefully everyone watched the video. If you didn't, then you're gonna have to tell me what you did. All right. If you have any questions, bring those questions to the Zoom chat. Make sure you do the Google form, and your Math Makes Sense. And good luck.